We are live?
We are live. Yes, sir.
Awesome sauce. Well, welcome everyone. We're going to talk today about how to do a challenge without creating a product or offer using affiliate marketing. And I'm super excited about this. First of all, before we get into it, and I'm going to cover, what is a challenge for those of you who don't know. For those of you who do know, we're going to talk a little bit about how to do a challenge. Not get into the nitty gritty of that, but we're going to get into a lot of that. But before we get started, number one, say hey, let us know where you're joining from. That's always super exciting for us. And number two, I want to welcome somebody new. Many of you know him. You've seen him. In fact, you saw him a couple weeks ago when we introduced him. But I want to welcome Alan Thomas, our new host. Welcome, Alan.
Hey, thank you so much. Glad to be here.
So last week, you were supposed to join us, but unfortunately you had a death in the family. So Alan was unable to join us, but I'm excited that you're here today. For those of you who don't know Alan is, gosh, how long have you been in my audience? What, four or 5 years now?
Probably longer than that. Probably at least 5, I would say.
Okay.
Yep.
Gosh, yeah. So about as long as my son's been alive, which is saying something there. So I'm this is something that we've actually kind of made a point of. I would say of the last 6-7 people we've hired, all of them have been from my audience, which is kind of cool. And it's great to bring on people. One last thing before we get started, I'm going to start with a definition of what a challenge is that I thought earlier this week that I had gotten over my seasonal allergies. So to give you guys some perspective, 2 weeks ago, it was in the 90s here. Last week, it was in the 50s. This week, it's in the 80s. And as a result, I'm really struggling. So I'm going to do something. I'm going to run over there. I need to grab a couple tissues and I need to blow my nose, and I might have to stop a couple of times during the day, but I'm telling you guys, waiting for me for about a minute total today to blow my nose or cough or grab some water, possibly suck on a throat drop. We don't know yet. We'll see. It's going to be worth it. So if you guys will bear with me, I'm going to mute myself. Alan, take 30 seconds since I'm going to be over there and tell everybody about you. And kind of maybe a little bit about what we might be, what we're talking about today. I'll be right back.
Sounds good. Well, it's great to be here. And a little about me, the way I met Matt. One of the things I do, I have a coaching program called Rethink Dieting, and Matt I reached out to a couple of years ago, and after being in his audience, and offered to coach him on his weight loss. So he's been part of that process. But in the meantime, too, I've been learning a lot of things from Matt over the last couple of years that we've gotten to know each other really well about this whole affiliate marketing business, and that he does, that he's the best in the world at. And so while he's up there dealing with allergies in Indiana, I'm down here in Florida where the weather and the water is beautiful. So he just needs to move on down here. There you go.
As soon as you start talking about being in Florida and the weather down there, you can just. It's like, that's beautiful here. It's like 80 degrees today, 80 degrees and sunny. But I'll just say this. I'm super excited to have Alan hosting, and it's going to make a huge difference. For those of you who've ever seen me fly solo on these, like last week, it's just not as good as when I have somebody like Alan on to help guide the conversation and help you guys. So again, say hey in the chat. Let us know where you're joining from. I see Jim and Angie there. Angie, I'm in the room next to Alan. I didn't pick up on, I just saw Angie and didn't really look at the last name. So yeah, say hey, all that stuff. So first of all, what the heck is a challenge? Now, I'm not going to go in depth into all the specifics of what a challenge is. My friend and client, Pedro Rodeo, is the world's leading expert, and I can happily refer you to him if you want to learn all about how to run a great challenge. Today, I'm going to focus primarily on how to monetize the challenge using affiliate marketing. But the best definition I've come up with is a challenge is a time-based experience with a focused outcome that everyone in the challenge is working towards. In other words, time-based, right? 3 days, 5 days, 7 days, maybe 10. It's probably the max typically. It's a time-bound experience. All right. It's an experience. And this is key. That's a key word in there. This is so key. It's an experience, not just teaching, not just 7 days of lessons. Like, wow, why don't you join me for 7 days of lessons? Is this school plus 2 days? Like, what is this? Right. There's time to work on things. All right. There's time to actually get results. There's a community, right? It's together. We're all working toward it together. There's a focused outcome. So this is a measurable result. What is the result of your challenge? The end result. What do they get for being in this challenge? And that they're all working towards together. It's kind of the missing word there, the implied word. They're working toward together. Again, community. Everyone is on the same path at the same time. So why should you consider a challenge? What makes them so dadgum effective? Just to give you some stats. I mean, the average earnings per opt-in for a challenge can be as high as 2.5 times as those for workshops, video series, or webinars. So in other words, if you have a webinar with 100 opt-ins and a challenge with 100 opt-ins, you might sell 7 people in the webinar. You could sell potentially 21 people in a challenge. Significantly higher rate of sales. So what makes them so effective? Well, first of all, people are wired for achievements. People are wired for achievements. Most workshops, video series, and webinars, they don't have a clear result. Like, how was that webinar? Learned a lot. How was that workshop? Learned a ton. What was the result? That's great that you learned a lot, but there's no result, right? There's no visible, tangible proof that what someone is teaching actually works. And that goes against the way that we're wired. People are wired for achievements. You can make massive momentum, have massive momentum in challenges. Like it's palpable. People feel it. Okay, guys. Okay, yesterday, we got 200 people in the challenge, right? We had 184 of you who submitted your homework. I know, like in our list launch challenge, one of the things that we do is we create lead magnets, and we'll have maybe 300-400 people in there. And at the end of the first day, it's like 157 of them have submitted their lead magnet, like the end of the first day. So what does that do? It puts that peer pressure on the other group to, and the next day we'll have 120. By the end of the third day, like 90% of the people have done the work. And it just creates this palpable energy and momentum. Again, I mentioned peer pressure. Some people might say community or togetherness. Now, I say peer pressure. When you spend 3 to 10 days with a group of like-minded people that are on the same journey, there are 3 ways that peer pressure kicks in. Number 1, accountability in the challenge itself. Like, others are doing their work, so you better too. I'm going to tell you right now, we had people all the time on day 2 like, man, I saw that so-and-so. I saw that Susie did her lead magnet and thought, man, if she can do it in her niche and she could create this amazing lead magnet, then I could get off my butt and do it too. So accountability is huge. Secondly, peer pressure. If you miss a session, then you really want to see it, because what happens is in the Facebook group, for example, everybody's talking about how amazing day 1 was. Everybody's talking about how amazing day 2 was, and you get that FOMO, right? You have that fear of missing out. And third, when you get to the buying time, when others are buying, you're more likely to as well. So people are going into the Facebook group and they're saying, I joined the Upsell, whatever the big set. I joined the course. I bought the product. I joined the coaching program. And that's one of the reasons why challenges convert so well. So peer pressure. Fourth is the scarcity and urgency. Again, we said they are time bound. So there is a true sense of scarcity and urgency. This challenge ends. I said it was going to be 5 days. It ends after 5 days. Now, sometimes we do like a bonus 6 day, but that's not the point. Like, there is a clear beginning and end. And so there's a level of scarcity, a level of urgency. It's like, in a good way, you missed day 1, you better watch the replay that day or the next morning and join day 2. Does that mean that some people get left behind, by the way? Yeah. 10, 20, 25% of the people, they just get left behind. But guess what? They were going to get left behind if you did a workshop. They were going to get left behind if you did a video series. They were going to miss the webinar. Some people are just going to get left behind. And I hate to say this, but in many cases, they're always going to get left behind. That's just the way they operate. They're always behind. But for that middle group, not the people who are like, yeah, gung ho from day one, that middle group, they're kind of like, yeah, I'm kind of excited about this, but it's not like the end of the world if I miss something. They get, going back to what I just said, peer pressure, right? They feel like they got to act now. They got to do this. So
Matt, let me ask you this. Does, something that comes to mind, does recognition come into play in that peer pressure piece too?
I think so, Alan. I mean, when like I use our challenge, list launch challenge as an example. And if you guys are interested in that, just go to listlaunchchallenge.com and you can actually, it's not open. We're not doing a big public thing right now, but privately it's open on the back end and you guys can see how that operates. If you want to grow your list. But when we do list launch challenge, like we'll get on day 2 and I'm like, yeah, Sue did hers and Ted did his and, and Frank did his and John did his and Alan did his. And oh my gosh, you guys, you should have seen Teresa's. It was amazing. Frank's sitting over there going, well, I want him to say my name too. Yeah. And he didn't. Why did I not say your name, Frank? Because I didn't do my lead magnet. That's how we are, right? We're wired that way. We are instinctively wired for that recognition and achievement, like I said. So that's a huge part. So there's a lot of different ways to structure your challenge. It could be 3 days, 5 days. It could be 7 days. It could be 10 days. Like I said, that's for you to decide. But I'm going to share 5 keys. All right. These are 5 musts, if you will, to making a great challenge. And then we'll talk about how to monetize it. Because I know this is what you came here for. Like, how do I actually make money from a challenge? Not just, I feel good and got a lot of people, helped a lot of people. No, I want you to make some money. That's cool too. So number 1, clarity of purpose. Clarity of purpose. Is the purpose of your challenge list growth? Is it just to add people to your list? That's a great reason to host a challenge. Or is it impact? You just want to impact people and really, 7 days of life-changing stuff, which it should be anyway. Is it to make a splash in your industry? Is it to connect with influencers? Is it sales? Like, there's no wrong reason. You just need to be clear. An example, like if your thing is to make a splash, then and to connect with influencers, then your purpose to the challenge might be less of making sales, but more about getting some of the big names in your industry on. That's going to make a splash and you're going to allow you to connect with them. Number 2, it needs to focus on a specific result. All right. So think of something you can do to help create a solution for a specific problem. One topic. All right. One piece of the puzzle that you can help people with. Like, again, I go back to ours. I'll just use an example, like List Launch Challenge. I help them with one thing. Get their first 100 subscribers, or grow if they already have a few hundred to get another, 100 or 200 subscribers. I tell them up front, List Launch Challenge is not about how you make money from your platform. All right. I can teach you that, but that's not what I do in that challenge. This is not how to grow your list to 10,000 people, how to find affiliate partners, how to run a virtual summit. That's not what List Launch Challenge is about. It's about one thing, going from 0 to 100 or 200 subscribers. If you want to know how to do that really, really quick, that's what this challenge is for. So it's approachable, right? There's opportunity, and it's one piece to that puzzle. Next key, offer a small upsell right away. So they register for free, and you have a 17 to upwards of maybe 97, probably more like 37 or 47 on the high end, kind of like VIP experience. And I'll explain what that looks like in a second, but this helps pay for ads, brings in some revenue. You're like, hey, we got 20 people to register today and 5 of them paid $20 each. We made $100 today. That's different than I got 20 people to register and didn't make anything. It also gets affiliates excited because they see some commission starting to come in, which gets them to promote more. So again, as an example, List Launch Challenge. We had 2 levels. We had our VIP and our VIP Plus. When they registered, they had an opportunity to upgrade to VIP. VIP, they got the slide deck, they got the completed workbook. There was about 100-page workbook for the challenge. And so if you missed a day, or, if you miss me, say something, to be like, hey, what was number 7? You had the completed workbook. They got all the email templates and swipe files that we talked about, and they got priority access to questions. We would go live for about 2 hours each day of this challenge. And the reality is we get to the end and we'd have 40 minutes for questions, and we had 58 minutes of questions. So we gave priority access to the VIP people. About 65% of people upgraded to VIP, which, if I'm not mistaken, I think was $17. I feel like it might have been more. I don't know why, but I feel like I think it was $17. Then we had the VIP Plus, which I believe, again, if I'm not mistaken, was like 47 additional dollars for a total of 64, and about 45%, 40 to 45% of total people upgraded to VIP Plus. So about 2/3 ish got the first VIP, about 40 to 45 got the second VIP. So like the average free opt-in generated something like $36 or something, in sales. The VIP Plus members, they got lifetime access to the recordings, because the recordings went away at the end of the challenge. And then they got a special bonus that was worth $200 that we announced at the end of the challenge. And we had this whole thing. It was like, you got to trust me, and it actually was really, really cool. We gave them a really killer bonus, and we heard from people, later, like, gosh, we kind of thought it kind of be something kind of lame, and we didn't think it'd be this good. But we had a whole mystery box, thing worth $200. So you got to offer that upsell right away. Go live daily. I would say the biggest mistake we made was that our lessons were too long in List Launch Challenge. They got results, but they were a little bit long. So we would cover like 2 aspects when we should have done 1 aspect. So go live daily for about an hour plus Q&A. I was going live for like an hour and 20 minutes plus Q&A. I might even cut that to like 45 minutes plus Q&A and kind of get in and out in an hour and 10 minutes or so. But a daily win that builds momentum. All right, that's the key. And then next, build community. Participant engagement is the key aspect of your challenge. If you don't have strong engagement, people are going to drop off. So keep their attention. Ask, every day you go live, ask for their biggest takeaway. Go post in the group, ask for their biggest takeaway. Ask them to show their work, to share, like we did, hey, share your lead magnet. We'll give you feedback, right? Ask them to ask for feedback. Answer questions that you didn't have time to get to. Maybe like the top 3 questions that I didn't have time to get to, we would answer those in the Facebook group.
Can I throw out a question? Are you finding that, it's kind of like going back behind the velvet rope, getting offered the backstage pass, that VIP treatment?
Yeah. I mean, that's how we played it up. And it really was. I mean, we didn't hear a single complaint. Like anybody was like, this kind of sucked. Like most people were like, wow, I got 10 times the amount of money I invested in this VIP experience. And, again, getting things like the recordings. I mean, I can't tell you how many people came back and said, I bought the recordings because I just didn't think I'd be able to make it live to all the sessions. So I just want to make sure I could have them. I'm like, that's a great reason to do that. People pay for convenience is really what it amounts to, Alan. People pay for convenience. The completed workbook, the slides, getting the email templates, like I read the email templates, but why not just have a file that has them where you can copy and paste for $17? Like, I think people, this is just a pet peeve of mine. And I fall guilty of this as well. Like I look out at the yard and I go, you know what? Our yard needs to be treated. Now I can go to the store, buy the stuff, go get the little spreader thing, which actually we have one because we do need that for spreading salt in the winter, here. I know you don't know what that's like, but whatever.
What is that?
We have one. But let's say I didn't have one. I can go out, I got to go get the spreader, and then I got to go out and make time to go out at the perfect time of day. I got to time it right. So I got to look at the forecast and say, well, it needs to rain the day before, or the morning of, but not be raining that night. I got to move this meeting to go fertilize my yard. No, I pick up the phone and I say, hey, do you guys want to fertilize my yard next week? I pay for convenience. and that's the reality. And actually, I found the reality is because they get like crazy deals on the fertilizer. It only costs like $60 more to have them do it. Which
Oh,
again, it's
wow.
not about the hour of my time that it takes, or the fact that I have to go buy I got to go across town to buy the stuff and come back and all that. It's also, like I said, it's the scheduling. Like they'll come at the perfect time. They'll call me like that morning and be like, "Hey, it rained yesterday, but it's not going to rain for 4 more days. Can we come out this afternoon and fertilize?" I'm like, "You sure can," and I don't have to do that. So, community is that last one. Okay, so the problem that many people face with their first challenge. Their first challenge with their challenge is, how do I monetize it? Well, most people go with one of two options. Number one, they create a product. Like, I'm going to do a challenge. I got to create a product. Here's the thing is, you don't know what the heck your audience even wants to buy. All right. I've talked about this so many times. They just don't know what they even want to buy. Like, so you either create a crappy product or you create a product that's good, but nobody buys it because like you don't even know how to sell it. And this holds people back. I want you to launch your first challenge like in 2 weeks. I want you to think about today. What kind of challenge could I run and run it like by October 20th at the latest? I don't want you launching your challenge next March because you got to create a product. The second option is they do a challenge and they sell nothing. Well, that doesn't work. Are you going to run Facebook ads? Like, is Facebook, like your business is suddenly a charity that just gives money to Facebook? I think Zuckerberg will be okay. Oops, crap, I just got banned.
You think?
But here's the deal. I think it's great if you run ads, if you make money, if they're profitable. So selling nothing is a bad idea. So here's the thing. If you think about this, and what other business model does someone give away stuff for months and months or days and days in a challenge and then never sell anything? It doesn't happen in any other business model, but somehow in online marketing, we think that's the way we're supposed to do things. No. Businesses monetize. You're not here to learn how to run a hobby. Hobbies just give away the content indefinitely. If you want to go run a 5-day Bible reading challenge, and I'm using that as an example, or a 5-day fitness challenge just for your friends, and you want to get together and share some ideas, go ahead. I don't really care. That's fine. But you're on a live talking about monetizing a challenge. So not creating a product is completely asinine. So my question is, of course, are you running a hobby or a business? By definition, if you do your challenge, you give away content, and you never ask for a sale, you're running a hobby. You've conditioned your audience to expect that. And that's why I love, affiliate marketing, because affiliate marketing, well, we'll talk about that in a moment. But I want you to make a declaration. And Alan, I think, is going to put this up on the screen. Very simple declaration. I run an online business and businesses make money. I run an online business and businesses make money. I mean, like, type it out, scream it out, declare it every morning. I run an online business and businesses make money. When you commit to monetizing, you go into this challenge with the proper monetization mindset. And that's what's clear. That's what's important. So 2 options: create a product that takes forever and probably won't sell, or sell nothing. Both suck. Well, what do we do? Well, that's where affiliate marketing comes in. This third solution called affiliate marketing. And here's the thing about affiliate marketing I love. My definition is affiliate marketing bridges the gap between having nothing to sell and selling nothing at all. I can't create a product. I can't, I don't know what product to create. I don't know how to sell this product. I don't have anything. Okay, so nothing to sell. Well, the other option is, well, I'm just not going to sell anything. No, there's affiliate marketing. And these are really the perfect marriages, challenges in affiliate marketing. So rather than creating a product or course, and then coming up with a coaching program, and then trying to come up with something, you simply pick a product that already exists and you promote that. Now, you can do this as your main offer in the challenge or as a part of a challenge. So maybe you already have a product. Maybe you already have a challenge in mind and you have a product that goes along with it. You can add affiliate marketing to it. So what are the advantages to doing this? Number one, you can start now. Like I said, I want you to do a challenge in a couple of weeks. if you don't have a product that would fit for a challenge, you can't do a challenge in a couple of weeks. I want you to be able to do this in a couple of weeks. So doing affiliate marketing allows you, like, you don't have to create the product. You don't have to think through the product. You don't have to worry about the customer service and all that, which we'll talk about, right? There's no barrier to entry. It's the second advantage, right? You can do a challenge with basically how I'm assuming you're watching this on a computer, or you have a computer. I'm assuming you have a camera. Does it have to be the world's greatest camera? No. My camera, this camera here, actually, the one I'm using to stream, taps out at 1080p. The camera that I record my videos with shoots in 4K. But this one, I think, is like 1080p, 24 frames per second. I'm most positive about that. You need an outline for your challenge. You need to plan it a little bit. And you need an offer, the affiliate offer to promote. But that's about it. Versus if you're going to create a course, you got to create the course. You got to probably record it on a better, computer, because people are watching it. It's not live streaming. People have a certain expectation with live streams that there might be a little bit of a glitch. It might not be the highest quality. But when I'm watching a produced video, that thing better be looking good. You got to have all these things to be able to do, to create a product. But you don't need those with affiliate marketing. There's no fulfillment. You ain't got to do nothing. You don't have to do anything. No emails, no follow-up emails, no refunds, no logins, no service, really. No fulfillment whatsoever. There's no hidden costs. With with creating your own product, there's all these hidden costs, like credit card, software to create your course, and you gotta have customer service people, video production,
Matt,
copyright.
You froze for a minute, Matt. So you went into perfect.
I think it's on your end, Alan, because you're breaking up for me. Well, it might be on my end though. I don't know. Guys, let me know in the chat whose end that's on. But no hidden costs, basically. You get the gist there. I want you to have your own product, but just know that there's a lot of costs involved. Fifthly, the fifth advantage here, there's no risk.
Mm-hmm.
No front-end expenses. So there's literally no risk. When you create a product of your own, there's a lot of front-end expenses. So basically, you're going to pay whether you make any money or not. There's very little of that with affiliate marketing. I kind of touched on this before. No customer service. No customer service. No headaches. No headaches whatsoever. Seventh, it teaches you how to sell. It teaches you how to sell. So this is important because you get to actually practice. You get to practice selling online without depending on your own product sales. Affiliate marketing for me allowed me to practice selling online, but I didn't have to depend on my own product sales. And I got paid to practice, which is really cool. We call it PTP, paid to practice, which we love, or PTL, paid to learn is another one. Eighth, it proves you can sell. So not only does it teach you, but it builds up your confidence, shows that your audience is willing to buy. A lot of people think, well, my audience just doesn't buy things, or they don't buy things over $100. Well, don't try to go create a product that's $500 if you have that belief. But maybe you go promote an affiliate offer that's $500 and they buy. And it proves you can sell. You can sell at a certain price point. You can sell you can sell anything, right? It gives you that confidence.
Mm-hmm.
It allows you to learn to begin to sell. Number 9, you develop reciprocal relationships. So you do a challenge and you promote a product. At the end of that promotion, that person comes to you and says, hey, you promoted me. I'd like to promote you. Now, it doesn't always work out that way. Sometimes it's just not possible. But, quid pro quo is a thing. And we want as much of that as possible. So if you do well promoting someone, they'll often promote you. Number 10, you learn how to run your own affiliate program. So you're an affiliate for a product when you're doing your challenge, and you observe things in that affiliate program. You remember what Picasso said? Good artists copy, great artists steal. And one of the best ways to learn any skill is by modeling or copying, stealing, whatever you want to call it. Geesh. Promoting affiliate offers allows you to see other affiliate managers and product creators in action. So you can look at things like, how are they engaging their affiliates, right? What tools are they providing their affiliates? How are they running their affiliate program? If it's for a launch, how are they running their launch? What makes them successful or not? When you promote affiliate offers, make sure to look out for the success clues that they leave behind. Are there things that you see other affiliate programs doing and you want to copy them? Then copy those things, steal from them. Are there things that you see others doing that drive you crazy? Then remember that, like, man, I hated it when that affiliate program did such and such. I hated that. Well, then vow to do the opposite, right? Be different. Learn from the fact that you hate the way they do something. Advantage number 11 is it serves your audience, all right? At the end of your challenge, here's what happens. You go through a 5-day challenge, a 7-day challenge. Your participants want more, Victoria. They are like, I want more. And if you can't deliver it, that doesn't serve them, all right? This also applies if you do have a product, but you want to serve your audience in other ways. So promoting affiliate offers serves your audience by filling in the gaps in your own product offerings. So think of these examples here. Like, number one, you've got a fitness trainer. Imagine you've got a fitness trainer. Like, it's all about, think Alan here, right? Alan's all about effectively, mindset with weight loss, but, eating right, exercise. I mean, he'd be the first to tell you those are kind of important.
Yeah,
Newsflash. You ain't going to lose a whole lot of weight eating 10 donuts a day. You need to find a diet that works, and you probably need to up your exercise a little bit. Like, it's hard to be completely sedentary and lose weight, right? But his audience, they also, like the fitness trainer, their audience also wants to learn things like time management and stress relief and goal setting and productivity, natural healing. Think about how those tie in, right? Natural healing. Well, if you've got a cold and you want to solve and you want to be exercising, I mean, I know this, I'm struggling with this right now, just with my allergies. And just for the record, I've tried 4 different allergy medicines over the last 3 weeks, and none of them were working for me. It's hard. It's hard for me to run right now. My lungs just burn when I run. If I can get my time management better, then I have more time to exercise. If I get my time management right, I have more time to cook healthier foods, right? Goal setting is important in fitness. Think about the financial coach, right? They teach people how to manage their money, how to invest wisely, right? But their audiences, they also want to learn things like leadership and how to start a business, how to find work that they love, Dan Miller, productivity, goal setting, right? It's like goal setting and productivity kind of work for just about any niche. Now, assuming that you don't want to teach those subjects, how can you best serve your audience? If you're a financial coach, you're a fitness coach, how do you best serve your audience? By recommending products that teach those subjects, right? And then you make some affiliate commissions. And so this is huge because it serves your audience. They want more. Just remember that. They want more at the end of the challenge. One of the best ways you can serve them is an affiliate offer. And then the 12th advantage is that you get noticed. You run a challenge and you do well, that affiliate program will publicize that, on maybe their monthly leaderboard. Maybe it's leading into a launch and you're on the launch leaderboard. People will see your name. I can tell you right now, some of my best friends, Jonathan Milligan comes to mind, Dan Miller, Jeff Goins, Ray Edwards, Mike Kim, just 5 that come to mind. Some of my best friends in the internet marketing industry, I got to know because of affiliate leaderboards. We were on a leaderboard together, or I was on a leaderboard and they weren't, or they were and I wasn't, but my name was mentioned and we connected in that way. Being listed on that leaderboard is a great way to connect with other people and get noticed in your industry. So how do you run a challenge to an affiliate offer? I'm going to share 7 steps here, how to run a challenge that goes to an affiliate offer. Step number 1, pick your topic. All right, we talked about this earlier. Pick what will serve your audience or the audience that you wish to have best. All right, pick the topic. It is one thing. List launch challenge. What is list launch challenge about? Without me even telling you anything that I've told you, I'm going to launch my list. Yeah. What does launch mean? It means take from nothing, basically. So it's probably somebody who has a no list or a small list, right? And what are we going to do? We're going to build that list. Now, I say in the subtext, of course, that you're going to grow it to, you're going to get your first 100 subscribers. But I don't, I don't really have to tell much more about it, right? So pick the topic. Hey, Alan, are you listening? Just as I know, are you listening to me through your main speakers?
Mm-hmm.
Turn your volume down. I think it's picking up and reverbing a little bit. I don't know if anybody else was experiencing that, but I'm getting it. And it might be on my end, but anyway, just turn it down a little bit. Thank you.
There you go.
So number 1, pick the topic. Number 2, pick the affiliate offer. All right. So I've got the topic, I've got the challenge topic, right? What offer, what affiliate product, what course, what physical product, what, coaching program is going to best serve my audience. Now, commissions matter, but you're looking for a program that will provide, it's hard to say, provide the best value. Say that 5 times fast. I don't know if I can. You're looking for the offer that's going to provide the best value. If you need help finding affiliate programs, go to mattmcwilliams.com/find. I have a whole mini course there on how to find and get accepted into affiliate programs. It'll walk you through step by step. I don't know how long I think the course is well over an hour long, but it'll walk you through how to find them, how to get accepted. There are some keys to getting accepted. So go check that out. mattmcwilliams.com/find. And Alan, can you drop that link in the chat there too for them, please? So they can just click on it.
Yes.
Thank you. So find your affiliate offer. Third, talk to the affiliate manager. All right, don't just sign up for an affiliate program and then kind of promote it and be like, whatever. Work with the affiliate program on things like, okay, is there an open and closed cart? Is this product available 24/7, 365? Do we want to do can we offer a special bonus if they purchase when they're live on the challenge? Is there something that you can give them? Can we create a special landing page or sales page? Can maybe let's say I'm going to promote, I'm just going to use, I have my go-to every time. Man, he owes me so much money. The Switch Pod. I'm going to promote Pat Flynn's Switch Pod at the end of the challenge. Well, can I have Pat come on for a half hour and talk about that? It's probably be a weird thing to do in a challenge, but if I'm promoting a course, can I have the course creator come on and talk about the course, talk about the topic?
Mm-hmm.
Step 4, outline the challenge. All right. Now, you have a 5-day challenge. Your offer is typically going to be on day 4. If you have a 7-day challenge, it's typically going to be on day 6. 3-day challenge is typically going to be on the last day. And so everything builds into that and leads directly into the offer. All right. So what do I need to do before the offer day? What does that day that I offer look like? I'm creating an ownership experience of this product for them. What does it look like? What do they need to do before that? So for us, day 1 of List Launch Challenge is a lot of mindset stuff and understanding some of the basics of creating a lead magnet. The 3rd day, actually, I'll take that back because then day 2 is like an implementation day. The 3rd day is all about creating, actually getting people to convert on your website, and then reaching out to people and things like that. And then I'm not going to tell you what the last day is about, but I'll tell you. The last day is all about kind of more of the things to get people. I said that backwards. Day 2 is about getting those first 100 people, 200 people to go to your lead magnet. Then day 3 is about converting people on your website, pop-ups and other things on your website to get people to subscribe. So outlining, what are the steps? What's the first thing they need to do? What's the second thing they need to do? What's the third thing? If I had to do it all over again, I would break List Launch Challenge up. I'd still do it as a 7-day challenge, but I would do it as probably 4 or 5 lessons with 2 implementation days. Mm-hmm. And I would break up that first lesson into just the mindset and kind of some generalities with a quick result at the end. I'm not sure what it would be. I'd have to think about that for a little bit. Then I would do a day 2 all about lead magnets. Then I give them an implementation day. Then I would do all about reaching out to people. And then the day 5 would be a little bit more about the reaching out, some next level stuff with some Q&A. Day 6 would be implementation. And then I would do day 7 where I would actually, basically lead them into the final stuff. So I would break it up a little bit, but outline your challenge. Then 5th, treat it like your own promo. You do, the challenge is like the pre-launch content kind of. So you do a week-long challenge, for example. Then you have the cart open for 5 to 7 days after that, where you're actually selling. 6, you need to sweeten the pot. So offer bonuses. If you want to know a great way how to kind of come up with bonuses, let me pull up a URL. Pretty sure if you go to mattmcwilliams.com/AFF bonuses, of AFF bonuses. So Alan, if you can drop that in the chat. So AFF for affiliate, mattmcwilliams.com/AFF bonuses talks about how to create bonuses. One of the best bonuses you can offer is coaching. I did a conversation for Affiliate Insider Monthly, one of our insider profile interviews with Laura Wardlaw, and she offered bonuses. One of her bonuses, if you purchased the affiliate product in her challenge, was that you got a coaching call with her. And she turned like a third of those free coaching calls into actual coaching clients. So ended up building her business as well, which is really cool. 7th, you need to downsell. You need to downsell something cheaper that either they need to implement. So this is like, okay, we did a challenge about, let's say we did a challenge about how to go live on Facebook. Just throwing that out there as a weird kind of example because it's not that complicated, but whatever. We're doing like a 5-day challenge and we're talking about, well, you need the software, right? That's the before thing. It could be a mini course. It could be a product of your own. It could be another product. It could be a coaching program, a mastermind, something that's a downsell after. So think about what could you sell if they don't buy the main offer? What could you downsell them to? All right. So maybe you're thinking, like a lot of people think, I don't know how to sell someone else's stuff. I don't know how to sell someone else's stuff. Like this is probably the biggest myth in affiliate marketing. And many of you have heard me tell this story before, but I remember I was speaking at a conference years ago and I had a bunch of people who kind of felt the same way. I was like, I talked about affiliate marketing. I got up there and I told all the things I told you, right? All the advantages, how it's going to make them money and serve their audience. And I'm like, who here is excited about affiliate marketing? And everybody's like, yeah, I am. They don't think anybody went like that, but people kind of went like, maybe I got like a woo, I think, out of the crowd. Like 2 people, we did a woo. Maybe I got a whistle. I'm not sure. But definitely none of this. And anyway, so like, yeah, we're really excited. And I was like, well, who doesn't think they can't, who thinks they can't promote someone else's product? And like, I don't know, like 30 hands went up. And so I asked this lady, I asked this one lady, I was like, you don't think you can sell affiliate offers, right? She's like, no, I have a hard enough time selling my own products, let alone somebody else's. So I'm like, come up here. And we had these 2 stools or little chairs. The chairs that have like the really obnoxious, like the armrests are up here. And they're like, you always find them in like the trendy, like tech offices. I mean, it's just me. And so I was like, sit down and tell me about your favorite restaurant. And she's like, she names it. She's a barbecue place, and I'm like, well, tell me what it's like outside of the restaurant. You pull into the restaurant. What's it like out there? She describes this, this ambiance, right? What's it like when you go in? What's the ambiance like inside the restaurant? She's telling me about it. And I'm like, I got this mental picture of this place. Kind of looks cool. The decor is pretty nifty. All right, how's the service? And she's like, oh my gosh, the service is amazing. She's like, my water's always full, but it never feels like they're in my way. They always tell me about the specials, but it's not like a 4-hour process. And she's like, what, she's like, it's just this amazing, restaurant, right? Okay. And she's like, oh, I remember she told me this. She's like, the service is so good. She's like, a couple weeks ago, my husband and I were there, and we walked out, and we forgot our doggy, not our doggy bag, but the container, styrofoam container with the leftovers, right? And she's like, we forgot it. We got out. We're in the parking lot. She's like, the waiter comes running out, almost gets hit by a car to try to get this to us. Like, that's how good the service is. I'm like, dang. So I'm like, okay, well, how's the food? And she's like, oh my gosh. This is a side note. Don't ever ask somebody this on stage at 11:45 in the morning at a conference. People will hate you because everybody's hungry. And so she describes this food, and I'm like sitting there, my mouth is watering. And I look at her, and I look at the audience and go, who here wants to go to that restaurant? Who here wants to go to that restaurant?
It's just a transfer of enthusiasm.
As Zig Ziglar said there, Alan. And I said, that is affiliate marketing. Mm-hmm. That is affiliate marketing. Victoria, thank you for your tip about the licorice. I actually do have some throat coat tea that has licorice in it. It's not helping. I just have too much nasal stuff from these stupid allergies to. That's what's. I won't get into it. Oops, that was weird. We'll just take that off. That's what you gets when you're a handsy talker. I have to be really careful because I'm like boom, boom, and I knock this thing over. That's affiliate marketing. Or put another way, affiliate marketing is a butt sniffing monkey. Like, what in the state? I don't know if you didn't hear my podcast episode. Excuse me 1 second, guys.
Hard time getting that one out of our mind. So that's the way to remember affiliate marketing.
It's a butt sniffing monkey, right? Back in 1998, I did a podcast episode on this. If you missed it, if you haven't heard it, go listen to it because it's hysterical. But the short version is, back in 1998, I was a sophomore in college at the University of Tennessee, and I saw the very first viral video that I ever watched. Now, viral back then, that wasn't even a term. We didn't have social media, so this is one of those things that you sent over ICQ. I think AOL Instant Messenger was around back then. And you message it over the internet, over the AOL Instant Messenger or over ICQ, or you did like me, and we were watching this video, and every time I'd see a friend walking by the dorm. I lived in the athletic dorm. I played golf at the University of Tennessee, so I'd see somebody. I'd be like, Vincent Yarber, like, dude, you come here, you got to see this, and he'd come in. Oh my gosh, he'd be laughing. There'd be 4 of us in there. Next thing you know, he's yelling, dude, come! He's yelling across the dorm, you got to come in here. So then we'd have 6 of us in there, and then everybody's laughing, and people are walking by, and they're wondering, what's everybody laughing about? And I'm like, well, they're laughing about this video, you gotta see this, you gotta see this, and then, okay. And then they're going dude, you gotta see this. We didn't have social media. Like I said, this is pretty much the only way we're going to be able to get somebody to come in to watch this is by going out and be like, you gotta come here. This is so funny. That's all affiliate marketing is come here. You gotta see this. I gotta tell you about this. This is going to be good for you. It's going to be good for your soul in the case of the butt sniffing monkey, or it's going to help your business or whatever. So how has this worked in real life? How has promoting challenges worked in real life? Well, a couple of examples here. Tamara Ingval, her husband, Todd Reynolds, they launched a faith-based nonprofit, right? So their challenge, they have a challenge called Launch Your Faith-Based Nonprofit, right? Basically, I said it's for Christians to learn what successful entrepreneurs in the kingdom of God are doing right now to launch, grow, and scale their ministry by making the decision to start their 508c31A faith. That's an IRS code. I don't even know what that means. Faith-based nonprofit now, right? So that was their thing. They had 25 people in the challenge. Oh, I got to have hundreds of people. No, you don't. They offered an affiliate offer on the back end. This was their very first challenge. 25 people. They made more than $20,000.
Wow.
They had a 70% close rate. They made that $20,000. Virtually no overhead, no fulfillment, no customer service, no hidden costs, none of that stuff. It's just $20,000 in the pocket. Think about that. First challenge, 25 people. All right. JLD, John Lee Dumas, he and Kate Erickson, they teamed up with Jill and Josh Stanton. They did, they promoted the Knowledge Broker Blueprint launch a couple of years ago with Dean Graziosi and Tony Robbins, right? So they did their Think Like an Expert challenge. And I interviewed Kate Erickson. Congratulations, by the way, JLD and Kate, on the engagement. I interviewed her for our Affiliate Insider Monthly membership. Now, they've been around for a while, like, I don't know, 10 years now. I was one of John's like first 50 guests, I think, on Entrepreneurs on Fire, like way back. I think it was like guest number 54. And that was like a million years ago. This was their best affiliate promotion ever. They did 254 sales of a $2,000 course. Just let that sink in for a second. 45% commissions plus bonuses plus prizes, $250,000 in total revenue. They only had 960 people. Now, 960 people is a lot. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. But it's not an astronomical number of opt-ins. Challenge participants, Kate said, converted at more than 400% better than all other forms of traffic. These are incredibly warm leads into affiliate offers. Kate said, and I'm quoting, that she was able to pre-qualify the buyers. The challenge gave us so many opportunities, she said, like pre-qualifying people as buyers, segmenting them based on the topic leading up to KBB, like super fast, know, like, and trust factor, right? They seeded the live cast. They seeded their bonus experience. They seeded KBB throughout. They helped individuals break through some of those limiting beliefs early on. A lot of people come into the challenge and it's like, we're trying to sell them this thing, but they have limiting beliefs. They can't even conceptualize buying a $2,000 course from Tony freaking Robbins and Dean Graziosi when they have limiting beliefs holding them back. And then lastly, they were able to provide support and encouragement that just like rocket shipped people forward fast, right? They in their case, they got the challenge served to get their audience ready for the affiliate offer, which was KBB. It was kind of like the pre-work, both mentally and getting a certain level of results. So they went into the KBB launch already with a little bit of momentum. We talked about that momentum, right? So think about that. Like they're going into this affiliate launch and you're asking people to start from a still position at the start line. And I want you to run a mile. People in the challenge are already running and they're a lap ahead of you. Who's gonna convert better? I mean, duh. Some people can convert from the still position at the start line, but as a group, you put a whole group a lap ahead and already running, they're going to convert better. It created that serious momentum. I am talking, I said earlier, palpable, I think was the word I used. Palpable momentum. You can feel it. You can feel the momentum. Feel that momentum, and that's huge. Here's the thing. Affiliate offers don't have to be the main offer or the only offer. They don't have to be the number one offer, the featured offer, and they definitely don't have to be the only offer. In List Launch Challenge, we sprinkle affiliate offers throughout the challenge, and then we sell our course at the end. So day 2, for example, it's all about creating a lead magnet. We talk about Canva to be able to create graphics. And we use an affiliate link for that. I make a couple $100 a month still from Canva, just from that challenge. It's not a ton of money, but it's $300 every month. That's, I don't know, what's the math on that? 3,000. We'll call it about $3,500 a year. Is probably what I make. It's free money, effectively. Day 3, it's all about creating an email list. So we recommend ConvertKit. We have a bonus tutorial on setting that up. We make, I think they only pay $36 per sign up, if I'm not mistaken. We made thousands of dollars. I mean, again, it's at this point, it's like all passive. Every month when somebody who purchased through us in the challenge renews, we make, I don't even think it's $36. I think we make like $14. But you multiply that with the number of people and very few of them drop off. We have like one person every 6 months drop off. We're just constantly making money from that. And it's not even the featured. It's not like we did the challenge to promote ConvertKit. It was just like, we're talking about building an email list. Why don't we do this? I mean, so it makes total sense, right? Day 4, we talk about landing pages, and we recommend other landing page. We recommend ClickFunnels. We recommend lead pages. We get, I don't know, a few $100 every month from the two of them. Day 5, we offer our own product and we sell that. It's $1,000 course that we recommend, and we sell a lot of people into it. But 24% of the total revenue from the challenge comes from affiliate offers. The reality is that you need to be doing challenges. It's definitely going to play a bigger role in our company next year. We already have one. We're already doing list launch challenge. We're going to do some other challenge. So my challenge to you, I want to issue a challenge. My challenge to you is to think of some sort of a topic, right? Doesn't matter what it is. Think of something. You don't have to have an offer ready. Or maybe you just don't want to create an offer. I want you to pick one affiliate offer. All right. I want you to come up with that concept. Follow the steps I shared earlier. Launch your challenge in 2 weeks. Okay, 2 weeks is like, that's insane. That's insanity. All right. 3 weeks at the most. 3 weeks, launch it. And if you do already have a challenge mapped out, then add affiliate offers to your existing challenge, like we did with list launch challenge. Like, just think like, how could I sprinkle it? Oh, wow. On day 2, I could do this. I'm already talking about this topic. I might as well do that. It could even be something simple. Like, I'm talking about shooting videos and, I recommend the switch pod or whatever. So think about like, what are the tools that the participants in the challenge need to do what I'm telling them to do? So for instance, build an email list. Well, where do I put it? In a spreadsheet? Like, no. You put it in ConvertKit. Here's a bonus video that shows you how to use it, So what are the tools needed? Go record videos. What camera do I use? Kind of need to know those things, right? Right. So think about, what tools do people need? What knowledge do they need? What do they need to learn before they can execute what I'm teaching them? So I'm trying to teach them to do this. What's something I could recommend that they need before that, knowledge-wise? Is there a book they need to read or something like that? What do they need? Like, think about upsells. An upsell to whatever you do sell, right? So how can I make it easier, faster, take it to the next level? And then lastly, downsells. Like, if they don't buy your main offer, I mentioned this earlier, what could you offer as a downsell? So if you have a challenge and your offer is a comprehensive course that costs $2,000, is there like a $500 course or a $197 course that you could offer as an affiliate as a downsell? So how that would look is, you do the challenge, you open up cart on your main offer. It's open for 5 or 7 days. At the end of that, you say, hey, I understand you didn't buy my thing. So I'm just using an example. You didn't buy our $2,000 course. Here's a course that covers a little bit less. It's $200. Or here's what you could basically do. You could offer the VIP, in our case, the VIP plus. We would offer it a higher price, because when they go through the initial funnel, we're honest and we say, this is the last time this is ever going to be offered at this price. But could you offer them the recordings? Could you offer them the bonuses and things like that? Maybe sell them for $147. Hey, you went through the challenge, but maybe you missed some stuff. Maybe you want to go through it again. Maybe you want to have access to all the templates and all that. For $147, you can. So you got to have that downsell. All right. So again, my challenge to you is to launch one of these in 2 weeks. If you need help, if you have questions, if you are confused in any way, send me a text, 260-417-4619, and I'll be happy to answer any of your questions. I do want to answer, I did see a couple of comments there. Victoria did KBB, says she's made for affiliate marketing. I love it. And again, I thank you for the tip. I use that it's called throat coat tea or coat throat. I think it's just called throat coat tea. It's by that. So whatever company makes sleepy time tea too. I can't remember the name of it. It's like Celestial Seasonings. Is really good. Good one. All right. So Nicole says, do you think we should always start at free and then do upsells, or can we start a challenge for a low cost and then do upsells? Our list launch challenge is actually paid. It's a paid challenge. Initially we did it at $5. The last time we did it at $25, and we actually had more people go through at $25 than $5, which is kind of interesting. You can definitely do free though. It kind of depends. It really does. I won't get it. It's a long answer as to how you do it. The short version is, how much do you need to weed people out on the front end? If you need a little bit of weed out, people who pay attention. So the biggest barrier in pricing is not from, this is why I wasn't totally shocked. The biggest leap was not from $5 to $25. It wasn't even if we had charged $1 or $5, it was from 0 to anything. Because you're going to get a certain number of people who just, I don't know what it is. I really don't. Maybe I'm being a total jerk when I say this, but I don't understand just registering for crap and then not attending. Like, I just don't sign up for stuff. If I sign up for it, I'm going to go. Mm-hmm. I'm going to sign up for it with every intentionality of I'm putting it on my calendar. Oh, it's at 4:00 on Thursday. I can't attend. I already know on the front end. So I don't sign up, or I sign up and then find out it's, at 4:00 and I immediately unsubscribe because I know I'm not going because I can't do, 4:00 on Thursday. And so, the challenge is at, 7:00 in the morning Eastern. No, thanks. That's not how I want to start my day off personally. I start my day off with focused work and things like that. Oh, the challenge is when, I've got a really busy week next week, and the challenge is smack dab and the only time 3 of the days I'm going to have for my workout. Okay, I can't do it. I've got priorities. And I learned that from Michael Hyatt. I remember we had a really killer breakfast event, and he said, it was just some amazing people, and we really wanted him to come. And he was like, I appreciate it, but I've got a meeting with my publisher, 3 hours after that. And the only time I'm going to be able to do my workout is like right after the breakfast. And honestly, it's just not going to work. And I'm like, man, I got a major respect for that, Mm-hmm. So I'm just not going to register for stuff. But so if you want to weed out people a little bit, charge $1, even $7. $7 is a really good number. It's like just enough, or $1 a day. So it's a 7-day challenge. You charge $7. It's $10 10-day challenge. You charge $10. That's a really good way. All right. And then, I love it, Chad. Let's see. Lights out challenge, exercise to have what you need if the lights go out, and practice using it. Yeah. Love that. It's a great idea. So, well, awesome, guys. Hopefully you guys got a ton of value out of today's live lesson. Do me a favor. If you think somebody else would benefit from this, from attending this today, excuse me, hit that share button. This will render in just a couple of minutes. Hit that share button so that, others can get this information. If you know some people who maybe would benefit from starting a challenge and they're like, I don't know how to monetize this. Like I said, text me at 260-217-4619 if you have any questions. And then next week, Alan and I will be back, same time, 2 p.m. Eastern on Thursday, October 7th. We're going to be discussing the top 7 mistakes that businesses make reaching out to prospective affiliates, recruiting affiliates. So if you're watching the replay or even now, make sure to mark your calendars for Thursday, October 7th, same channel. We'll be live, like not at this exact same length.
Hey, Matt, I've got an idea throw a little curve in this. What if the people that really are committed to starting a challenge will text you the date they're starting to your text? What about that?
Leave it to the accountability expert here to come up with that one. Yeah, that's what I want you to text me. So 260, it's on your screen, 260-217-4619. Text me the date and loose topic. You don't have to give me the title yet. Mm-hmm. Just keep me updated. on how it's going. So text me the date, text me the loose, again, just topic, like it's going to be about, how to, how to grow your first rose bush. Cool. How to lose 10 pounds. Cool. It's going to be the, detox your hair challenge and, 7-day challenge. Cool. What, it doesn't matter to me, the wake up earlier. Also, that's really simple. Actually, you just start the challenge at 5:30 in the morning. People will either wake up earlier or filter out really fast. But there you go. Whatever your challenge is, text me and let me know what it is. And like I said, mark your calendars. Thursday, October 7th, 2 p.m. Top 7 mistakes that businesses make reaching out to prospective affiliates. By the way, I've made all of them, and that's why I'm sharing them. So we'll see you next week. See you, Alan. Thanks.
See you next week. Thanks, man. Bye-bye.